A mild start to our morning, at least in relative terms, around southern Colorado. Temperatures are above where they would normally be this time of the morning, this time of the year, but we want to see them rise up to much higher levels by the end of the afternoon. Right now, we're talking about temperatures sitting in the middle 40s at Bourbon Brothers Southern Kitchen and Colorado Springs, Northgate and Bass Pro Shop. Winds out of the south-southeast at 3 miles per hour. As we look at what's going to happen as we end off the afternoon in the Springs, we'll top out at 71 degrees. It will be a mild day with an afternoon breeze. Winds out of the south at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Around the rest of the region, we'll top out in the lower to middle 70s. In other areas as well, like Canyon City and Pueblo, Trinidad will top out at 76. Lamar and Springfield will be the two warm spots at 78. Mountain locations will be sitting in the 40s and 50s. We'll top out at 59 in Salida, 61 in Alamosa, 49 at Leadville, 76 your high today in Pueblo, where right now the Chieftain Studio has a mild 58 degrees. Winds are calm at 6th Street and Midtown Circle. There's a great difference, a huge difference, in fact, between the Pueblo Airport and what's happening downtown. 31 degrees is the current temperature at the airport. Meanwhile, as you head up the highway, I-25, it's a 19-degree spread between Pueblo's airport and the Springs Airport, which sits at 50. Canyon City is 57. It's mid to upper 30s in the plains, 20s and 30s along the I-70 corridor between Lyman and Burlington, and 50 the current temperature in Salida. Meanwhile, it's 16 in Alamosa. Temperatures are really going to be falling off over the next couple days. And there's going to be some variation as well as we go into the middle portion of this week coming up. Skycast, a projected satellite and radar. A few clouds will be around as we go through this evening into the overnight, but we're not going to see too much in the way of any kind of precipitation, either rain or snow, until sometime on Monday. As a front gets ready to make its way through the area, you see what happens by Monday afternoon. You see some rain and snow. That eventually gives way to all snow as temperatures fall off as we go through our Monday into our Tuesday. And then the sky is clear, but we're left with all that cold air as we see that invasion of the air from the Arctic and, of course, from the Canadian prairies. Skycast, this is the snow total here now. Of course, the higher totals are going to be seen along I-70 west of Denver over towards the Eisenhower Tunnel and just off to the west of Leadville as well as you head up into the high peaks of the state like Mount Massive and Mount Elbert. Wind gusts will be our main concern for us as we go through this afternoon and this evening. There will be some high gusts at times, Pueblo south to the New Mexico line. This will cause us some difficulty for driving around. It's going to be a nice day to do a little bit of driving, but of course if you're doing that, you want to hold onto the wheel with both hands because there will be some gusty winds as we go through this afternoon. Same thing will be true on Monday as that cold air begins to rush into the region from our north. So bringing 7-day forecast. High temperatures are not going to be springing up very high as we go through our Tuesday, Wednesday, only topping out in the lower to middle and middle to upper 20s. There will be a small chance for snow as a few of those disturbances make their way through the region. That triggers a chance for some snow here and there. We showed you during the first weather a few minutes ago, the fast track, that things are going to be unstable as we go through this week with the upper air pattern just sitting just off to our north. That means there's a possibility for some of those scattered pop-up snows from time to time. Lows are going to be in the single digits and teens. Time to bundle up as you head out to your morning plans. Pueblo 7-day forecast. High temperatures go from 76 today to 25 on Wednesday. Then we rebound into the comparatively balmy low 40s by next weekend. Canyon City, your 7-day forecast. High temperatures will be dropping from 70 this afternoon to 26 on Wednesday. We'll top out at right around 60 tomorrow, the transition day between the mild air and the cold air. 59 for today in Teller County and Woodland Park. Then you'll drop into the lower 20s with lows for you dropping into the single digits as well.
All right, it's almost here. Winter is just around the corner, actually, just like really after Monday. It starts.
That's winter knocking on the door.
Oh, man. Don't want to hear that just yet, Jay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's good news for all the skiers and snowboarders out there. So
they'll be making snow at a furious pace, I'm sure, in the resorts.
Yeah, and with those cooler temperatures, they might be able to make a nice base and keep it around.
That's right.
All right, Jay. Thanks so much.